Its time in use remains limited as its new-look successor edges closer to completion. You're watching World Stadium Profiles, and this is Valencia's Estadio de Mestalla. Located in the Mestalla neighbourhood of Valencia, the Estadio de Mestalla gets its name from the historic irrigation canal which was in place outside of the stadium's south stand. Back in its early days, people had to jump over this canal in order to get to the football ground. The Mestalla was opened on the 20th of May 1923 with a friendly between Valencia and Levante. Able to hold 17,000 people when it opened, it replaced Valencia's previous home, Campo de Algueros, at the 8,000 capacity football ground couldn't cope with increased crowd demand. Capacity had increased to 25,000 by 1927, with the Mestalla's first Copa del Rey final taking place in May 1926. During the Spanish Civil War, the stadium was used as a concentration camp and junkyard, suffering plenty of damage and having only its grandstand structure remaining in place. Major work in the 1950s saw the Mestalla grow into a stadium that could hold upwards of 45,000. That same decade, the city of Valencia was hit by a terrible flood after the River Turia broke its banks. By 1959, the stadium had been fully repaired and fully reopened against French side Stade de Reims. In 1969, the Estadio de Mestalla became known as the Estadio Luis Casanova after the club's former president. The name remained in use until 1994 and featured during the 1982 FIFA World Cup, where the stadium held 3 Group 5 matches, all of which involved the host Spain. The Mestalla has played host to numerous cup finals and international fixtures over the years. Alongside the 1982 FIFA World Cup, the stadium hosted several football games during the 1992 Barcelona Summer Olympic Games, as well as plenty of Spain's international qualifiers. The Mestalla is famed for its incredibly steep stands. The stadium's largest can be found to the east, linked to both the north stand and south stand to form a horseshoe shape. Away supporters, if present, can be housed in the steep upper tier of the stadium's northeast corner. The Estadio de Mestalla's main stand sits over to the west. It may be the smallest of the stadium's 4 sides in terms of height, but is the only one with a roof overhead and houses major club facilities, including the dugouts, changing rooms and tunnel. It is based off of Avenida de Suecia. Since August 2007, construction has been taking place on the new Mestalla, a football stadium elsewhere in Valencia that will replace Los Murciélagos' current home. Plans were originally announced in November 2006 and a new design was announced 7 years later. The story of the new Mestalla's construction is a long one. Financial problems, tragic accidents, a redesign and negotiations with Valencia City Council have all had an impact on the process. Construction work is scheduled to not be finally complete until at least the mid-2020s. Capacity of the Estadio de Mestalla at the time of writing sits at 49,430. Have you had the chance to experience the Estadio de Mestalla before? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to the Matchday Man for more stadium profiles like this one. I'll see you then.